Hello again, everybody. Back for another channel update. What's coming to the channel this week? Let's get into it. So first off, I got to apologize for not getting the drone kit to you, the drone blocks here. Also the B-Fight 210, going to be getting to those videos this week. And also going to give you this G-Tang T908W, and that was from Lytake.com. So thanks to Lytake, thanks to Flyblocks. I don't have the B-Fight with me, but thanks to GearBest for that one. Also going to be, maybe not this week, but in the very near future, the DYS Elf. And I actually got this from Luis Garcia. We did a little tradey trade. I had a plane that I wasn't really flying, so we decided to trade for it. So in the near future, you're gonna see the Elf here. Pretty excited to check that one out too. Also, as promised, we're gonna have a giveaway at the end of this video, so stay tuned to the end if you're interested in the JJRC Elfie. And I believe that was what, the H37, something like that? So stick around for the end. So, let's get into some analytics. And as you can see, we're on the road here. A little pressed for time this week, so I gotta fit this in when I can get it in. Won't be a usual thing doing this on the road, but I had to do it this week. So let's get into some analytics here. Let's go with the polls. First off, this one is gonna be from the DRL drone review. And is the FPV footage any good? 58 of you percent, no, it's bad. 58% of you said that. Have to agree with you there, the footage wasn't terribly great, but it is just a toy grade thing. And 25% of you said it's fine for entry level FPV. You might be right. Yeah, I mean, it's entry level, but it is a premium price, but you do get everything. And then it's decent, 16% of you said. So kind of majority of you said no good. Kind of have to agree with you, but it is an entry level DRL's first foray. I'm gonna put that down there. It's blowing around in the wind a little bit. DRL's first foray into toy grade quads. I wish they had gone something more of Tiny Whoop style. I think they would have done better with that, but you know, it is what it is. Next poll comes from the U31W from Drocon. And do you prefer a wide angle lens? 55% of you said yes, but not too wide. And 44% of you said yes, the wider the better. So almost right down the middle on that, and 0% of you said you wanted a narrow angle lens. And what would you want a narrow angle lens for? I mean, wider is better, right? Wish these drone manufacturers would get that. I get that the narrow angle lens is probably cheaper, but I think you're gonna sell more and have more happy customers with a wide angle lens. Next one comes from the Kaideng K80. And have you ever had a flyaway? 66% of you said, yeah, it sucks. And yeah, it does suck. And 33% of you said, nope, not yet. So you guys are lucky. Watch your P's and Q's, man. You might have just jinxed yourself by saying no on that one. This one's gonna come from the Sky Viper V2450 FPV review video. Do you care if the props are in frame? 100% of you said, no, I don't mind. So, I guess that's pretty unanimous, right? 100%. The other options were, yes, I don't want to see them. 0% of you said this. And I'm in the cockpit. 0% of you said that. And you're correct. You're not in the cockpit. You're behind the FPV goggles. Or behind the sticks. Whichever you prefer. Okay, last one of the polls comes from the DRL drone review also. What do you think of the multiple camera angles? So I had a bunch of different cameras. I had the FPV camera, I had a couple Yi cameras going, and I had the Panasonic going. So I had like 4 cameras on that one. And 100% of you said you loved it. And I tend to agree. I really liked that review. It came out pretty good. And I'm gonna try to do more camera angles here in the near future. You know, I got 2 cameras going on this. We got camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2. We'll see how it goes. I may not even use that wide angle shot, who knows? Let's move on to some shout outs for the week. And first off, I want to shout out Donnie Goodall. Donnie was the first ever giveaway winner on this channel. He won the UDI from USA Toys. I can't remember the exact model number on it. Hadn't heard from Donnie in a while. So what's up, Donnie? Good to see you commenting again. Also, Drone RC33. Talk to him quite a bit on Instagram, and he comments on the channel frequently. I'll put a card up to his channel here. Go check it out. Has some cool FPV stuff, some Hubsan stuff. Flies a little bit of everything like myself. So go check his channel out. Ali Garch, been commenting on the channel quite a bit. We went back and forth about micro drones a little bit, so what's up? I'm not even sure if I said your name right. Apologize if I butchered that. John Weddrall. John is always commenting, and I feel like I've shot him out in every single one of these videos, but he kind of deserves it because he is pretty much the most reliable commenter on the videos. And John, am I saying your name right? Hit me up in the comments if I'm not. Weddrall? Last but not least, Jonathan Cole. Jonathan's been commenting quite a bit and have been enjoying his comments. So that's gonna be it for shout outs. Let's get into some questions and just comments in general that I thought were interesting. This one's gonna come from Ken Poole. And Ken says, great review, Chris. I had high hopes for this drone, but sadly the FPV streaming quality is laggy and the quality is horrible. Range is also terrible. Unfortunately, I'll be returning it. And that was a comment on the Sky Viper V2450 FPV. So Sky Viper, you know, I agree with the lagginess of that, but I like flying those ones line of sight. I wish Sky Viper would improve the quality of their FPV. We'll see what they do in the future. Also, Brazy Wolf has been commenting quite a bit, and this was from the DRL drone review. That FPV footage might turn people away from the hobby. Actually, quads are so addictive. This will just end up being a little taste that will get hundreds of dollars spent and a ton of fun. And I have to kind of agree with him there. The FPV experience might not be the best for beginners, but it is a little taste to get you into the hobby and send you down the path to where he is and I am myself, where we just can't get enough of these things. And My Big Thing 2010 says, cool idea, but you can still get a way better for about the same price and have way more respect. Kind of basically what I was saying too. You could basically almost build a really cheap FPV quad for that money, for the 170 bucks they wanted for the DRL drone. So I gotta tend to agree with you there, My Big Thing 2010. And then the J Crew has a comment and a question. Awesome vids, Chris. You like the Phantom drones? I have the Phantom 3 Standard. Any tips for me? Love your channel. And Roman Reigns will kill John Cena in a fight in his yard. So that was a reference to the last giveaway. And then I asked him if he had any specific questions and tips for the point of interest and on the Phantom 3 Standard and the follow me. So basically the auto flight capabilities. I don't own a Phantom 3 myself. I have the 4 and I have some of those features on there. Maybe I'll hit a video doing that for you, J Crew. So I'm not a huge proponent of the auto flight features on those drones, but they are cool and I'll try to get a video out for something like that. So this one comes from Grumpy Madman. He asked this one a couple weeks ago, so I'm gonna get into it now. I apologize for not getting to this sooner. It says, hey Chris, can you say this on a video sometime? Well, Bob, I think where the Saints have really upped their game is in the way they have selected players in their special teams. So I'm not exactly sure why you want that, Grumpy Madman, but I'm gonna try to give you a good read on it right here. So here goes. Well, Bob, I think in the way the Saints have really upped their game is in the way they have selected their players for special teams. Kind of messed that one up. I apologize. I don't know why you want that, Grumpy Madman, but maybe you're gonna hack a game and put my voice in there, or maybe you thought it sounds like somebody. I haven't done any voice work for video games, so it's not my voice if that's what you're wondering. So let's get into the giveaway comments, and before I start going over the ones I liked, I want to just mention that I want to come up with a better name for this than the channel update or whatever I'm calling this these days. So not going to be a contest for this week, it's going to be more like an ongoing thing. If you can come up with a good name for it, I will give you some sort of giveaway, or I'm going to be doing some sort of giveaway. So maybe comment on this video or just keep it in the back of your mind that I'm going to be doing this. So come up with some sort of name for this channel update rather than just channel update. Kind of bland. So let's get into these comments. This one's from Dylan Davis, and Dylan did win last week, so he is not going to be able to win this week, and he even says that in his comment. But I wanted to still mention it. Chris, I know I can't win again, but I still want to leave a comment. As Buddy the Elf would say, you are not a cotton-headed ninny muggins. Ninny muggins. So that is from the movie Elf. A lot of you went with the Elf movie quotes here. The next one is from Stefan F. Elfing around because Chris makes a lot of videos again. I am making a lot of videos, right? I'm trying to keep out some content. We got Viking Frog 208. Elf love Walsh video. That's just a bunch of words in a sentence, but I like it. Ben Laurie says, you smell like beef and cheese. You don't smell like Santa. Will Ferrell in Elf. Great movie. So a lot of you did do the Elf comments from the movie Elf, but we got to pick a winner, and the winner this week is going to be James. James, no last name. I like it. I like your style. This one says, no, I don't bake cookies. You're thinking of those dorks over at Keebler. And I think that's from something. It sounds very familiar, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. So James, I have sent you a direct message, and you need to respond back to me if you want to win. We had some unscrupulous fellow try to hijack Dylan Davis's winning last week. So the way we're going to do this in the future is I am going to send you a DM, and you need to respond to me. And if not, I will pick another winner. So I'm going to put a link in the description on how to check your DMs on YouTube in case you don't know how to do that. But you got a week to respond, and if not, pick another winner. So thank you guys for watching. I am gonna go fly the Elf here, and hope you guys enjoy the videos coming to the channel this week, and we'll see you next week.